Hello everyone, I'm Sparksy, and I'm going to be looking at the final major biome of my series. So this is the jungle biome. As you can see, it's a pretty vast, dense, expansive tree and jungle, and it's awesome. On a map, it looks a very deep green color, very sort of emerald green. You're gonna notice a jungle, especially with the scenery. I mean, it just looks awesome. This one is a pretty large jungle, and it's just expansive. You can even see a bit of forest over there. As a comparison of a jungle to an ordinary forest. Now, in the jungle, you're going to find quite a few things you won't find anywhere else. So one of them being the cocoa bean. Now, cocoa beans can only be grown on jungle wood, and obviously jungle trees will only be found in jungles. So a jungle tree sapling, you can break to have jungle wood, and then jungle wood planks. Now, cocoa beans you can only plant on jungle wood, as I just said. So if I show you, from there, that's what it looks like. If I get a bit of bone meal, I can show you what it looks like mature. And also, it looks like fully mature. And you can use cocoa beans in combination with wheat to to make cookies. And you make a lot of cookies for 2 wheat and 1 cocoa bean. So yeah, it's worth doing, but you don't really get a lot of hunger back from it. And just to prove you can't put it on anything else, there's an oak, bit of oak wood. Well, let me do it. Okay, now a mob. Oh, I'm going to say, the very big jungle trees that you see here are 4 thick. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. To grow these, which you can actually grow, believe it or not, you need 4 jungle tree saplings. Now obviously you're going to get a pretty big tree, so make sure you have a lot of space for it to grow, so it won't get caught or anything else like that. And then finally, there is a mob that is exclusive to the jungle biome, and that is the Ocelot. Now ocelots look like this, and they can be tamed to have a cat. You've got to be very, very careful and creep up to it. The Ocelot cannot feel threatened. You've got to let the Ocelot approach you. So I'm going to try it again. I mean, I'm not going to spend too much time. Is this one going to... No, this one's running away. But basically, to tame an Ocelot, you've got to follow it very slowly. Don't spook it. And feed it... Oh, raw fish, not cooked fish. That's my mistake. You've got to feed it raw fish. But I'm not going to spend too long trying to tame an Ocelot, because we could be here forever. But now, possibly, the Pierre de Resistance of the jungle is the jungle temple. It's pretty cool looking. This is one of the 2 temples you'll find, as I've already discussed, the desert temple. It just looks cool with the moss cobblestone on to make it look overgrown. So let's take a look inside. Now inside, the torches I have placed down just so I can see and you can see inside. So if we look inside, you've got 3 levers to your right. I have no idea what they do. Press them, nothing happens. You hear things open and close, but if you break the block, you can get a lot of... there's a chest behind. So in here you've got gold, iron, and usual crap. You've got sticky pistons, I believe, are they? Oh, I've broken the circuitry. But here you can loot a bit of redstone, so that's a redstone repeater. That increases redstone signals, so you can take the pistons. I think they are sticky pistons. Yeah, they are. And also this sort of block here this is basically the only place you can find this sort of chiseled stone. So I recommend taking them to, just a bit of a trophy if you want. Now when you come into the jungle temple here, you will see that there is a dispenser at the end. That will shoot arrows at you. And there's a little tripwire here. See the string on the tripwire? As soon as you go past it, that fires. So you can get hurt, so be careful, be where you're at. Make sure to break the string. And then you can take the tripwires for your own leisure. There's also a second dispenser. Where is it? Around here somewhere. There it is. Before you go up to this chest here, there it is. They're well hidden, so be careful. To stop that, you can also break the redstone circuitry, and you'll be fine. And then the same story for this chest in here. Bits of gold, redstone, and all that. But also, don't forget you can take the arrows and such, and the tripwires. So yeah. It's a pretty cool looking temple is probably not as elaborate as the desert. Well, I suppose it is elaborate in its own respect into the redstone circuitry, but I think desert temples are a little bit more cooler to try and investigate and use. But yeah, I've been Sparksy, and this has been the Jungle Biome.